Gabriel, I wanted to ask you today, do you think social media marketing is relevant for financial services?
I think it's not just relevant, it's fundamental. In my experience of creating content educationally about finance, speaking to a young generation, you start to realise that that is where they are going to learn about the topic of money. It's not in schools, it's not spoken about. So where are they next going to go? Social media. That's where they're learning about a huge range of things. And the scary thing are the questions that I'm getting in a lot of my videos showing that people don't just, have a basic financial understanding. They have zero financial understanding, which then, in my opinion, brings in the responsibility of the biggest financial brands, product services, and even the new fintechs in the market to not just come in to advertise their products, but to come in and actually, as a service, raise the educational awareness, literacy, and kind of foundation of the UK as a whole.
So do you think financial literacy and social media are kind of in conjunction with each other?
Yeah, I mean, I'd love every school right now to open up an educational platform to teach people about money and to do that in partnership with some of the incredible brands they've got here. I just don't see that happening right now. So why not go to the place where education is completely free resource? You can do what you want and say what you want, utilize those platforms, and I suppose utilize the impact that you already have, the way that people know who you are as a brand, and that gives you an advantage already. And another reason why it's so important is because we're going to see people with misinformation, bad products. You obviously saw the huge crypto boom over like 2020 and during COVID, 2021, where a huge amount of people with zero financial education were taken advantage of and lost massive amounts of money. Whereas imagine if you could flip the narrative on that and have a huge influx of the good players, the good financial brands that are filling this room here today, coming in and, like I said, not just advertising, but educating and hopefully having the same kind of revolutionary effect, but in a positive way.
So do you think responsibility for financial literacy lies with the brand or with the people creating content and educating people? Well, doing it for free, essentially.
Yeah, I feel we're all responsible. Even someone like myself, I have to understand that I'm not a financial advisor. There's a fine line. If someone asks me, where do I put my £150 that I've got saved up? I have to say to them, listen, I'm not qualified to answer that question. Here are some educational resources that you can take. But the responsibility also lies with, like I said, the brand, the budgeting apps, the investing apps, the educational apps. They're not just there, like we said, to acquire new customers. A lot of what they're trying to do is make themselves like a holistic company. Whereas, it's partly this is how you save, but also partly this is why you should save in the first place. It's the importance, etc., etc. And I feel like they need to deliver that message not in their own platforms, but on every platform.
Yeah, I completely agree. Thank you so much, Gabriel.
Thank you for having me.